hey, I'm here with Andy from boltsandnuts.com. Actually, Vice Grip hooked me up with Andy. You've worked with Vice Grip and Cletus and Weston, a few of our YouTube buddies. What do you got here?
This is our Mac Daddy Automotive Edition. This is a 31,000 piece, basically a tiny hardware store you have here. This here, it's tailored to the automotive industry. This has grade 8 hex cap screws, coarse and fine. We have hex flange bolts, which we love because instead of using a 5-piece setup, you can get away with a washer already attached. So this is just a 2-piece setup. We have sockets, we have metric 10.9 coarse and fine thread, and then we have all the nuts and washers to go along with it as well. Over here we have a chemical cabinet, and inside here we have some bolt gauges for you guys.
Sweet.
So when you don't know the size of your fasteners, you can figure it out with these. Got you guys some drill bits.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, this is everybody always likes the drill bits the most, I come to find out. So we got you a couple drill bit sets here.
Just a couple, yeah, that's
yeah,
awesome.
we sell drill bits.
Sweet.
Got you a set of our new electric wire crimpers here. So
nice.
For our electrical connectors we have.
Yeah, she has this whole thing over here is a bunch of other stuff, electrical connectors, which is awesome because we have to go find them where they, wherever they might be. And what else are you going to show in here?
Yeah, we have all the automotive hardware. So all your clips, pins.
Body pins and stuff.
Yep.
We got
the rivet nuts,
which we actually needed the other day. We put a shifter in the El Camino and we had to do it a really annoyingly hard way because we didn't have any rivet nuts, so that would have been nice to have. Vice Grip was here and he was like, seeing the way we were working, he was like, I need to connect you with my buddy Andy. That's how this all started. Well, so thank you, Vice Grip, you the man. Let me show you guys what I normally do when I'm like, oh, I need a bolt. I come over, I have a very similar setup already. It's this bucket, and I would go, and I get a big bolt, and I use this to dig around to find the smaller ones at the bottom, and I'm like, these might, I get like 5 that might work, and I go over to the car, find out none of them work, I come back here and I dig a little more. So anyways, our setup was fine before, but he just made it a little bit better.
Yeah, it's a little upgrade here.
Do I have to throw away this bucket of bolts?
No, you don't throw away fasteners. That's a no-no. We'll take them in.
We'll put a link, boltsandnuts.com, in the description below. Andy was nice enough to come out. They set all this stuff up today. Oh, you got a bunch of threaded rod too?
Yeah, threaded rod.
So this is gonna be our like kind of little fab shop over here. So we kind of wanted to wall it off here. We're gonna put a bigger shelf behind it and kind of make this, we need to open it up and clean it, but make this our little metal fab shop. So this is going to be super nice to have.
Awesome. Well, it's good to hear. And again, this is our Mac Daddy Auto. We sell 3 variations of this. We also have the industrial and the farm edition. Custom tailored to each respective industry. Every one is over 31,000 pieces. And if this is too big for you, we do stock over 300 different fastener kits, ranging from bag kits to these big bin kits. Even these tiny grab and go kits here. We stock over 200 of just these. And on top of that, we also stock 17,000 fasteners that we sell by the piece, package, and bulk. So sweet. It's a lot.
This is great. So, well, man, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you.
Go
thank you very much.
Yeah, for sure. Check them out in the description below. This is going to be life-changing for us here.
Boltsandnuts.com.
The first test, we actually have this bolt. It was off a U-joint on Pearl, the dump truck. It broke a U-joint and sheared off one bolt. So we pulled this one out so we can try to find a replacement. They don't have one of these 12-point heads, but we looked around and they do have the grade 8 hardware with a hex head and exactly the same fine thread, exactly the same size. So yeah, we came down here, it was right here, and have a whole bag full of them. So pull that out, and that just saved us a trip to the hardware store, which is awesome. That's the whole point of having all these bolts here, so you don't have to go find everything. And then what's really cool, you can see these little QR codes. So once we've used up enough of these bolts out of a couple of these bins, you just take a picture of the QR code on your phone, you do that, and it takes you right to the page to order another bag full of that size. So this QR code is different from every single QR code. If we need to get 5 different bins refilled, we just go to those pages, put them in the cart, order them. So anyway, thanks so much to the guys from boltsandnuts.com. This thing is freaking awesome and already saving us time and money. We are at the bunker now, bunker branding. We actually need to move this shipping container out to the Desperado range So I got a guy with a big trailer here, and he's gonna load this thing up and take it out there. We just need a place to put like all the stuff we went out on the range. We don't have a building out there. We don't have any shelter. So we're like, let's just take one of these shipping containers. So we did a big Link Active sale. This thing was full of Link Active. Sold it all out a couple weeks ago. And so now we have one empty shipping container. We still have 3 others that are totally full of stuff. These are just kind of our inventory back stock, but we got one cleared out for me. And just like that, we have a container out on the range. God, this place is looking good. Berm's getting huge. Pearl has been working super hard. She blew a drive shaft, but, well, she blew a U-joint. Drive shaft was fine. So U-joint exploded. We sheared off a bolt, but we had a new bolt, which is great. So we got Pearl back moving again. And yeah, got this freaking container. We're just gonna use this to store targets, and then all like the little things like eyes and ears out here, just because we don't have a building or anything. So range is shaping up. Eventually I want to get a couple more. I actually thought it'd be really cool to make a container tower over on this end. So we've got over 100 yards before the berm, and we actually can just clear more trees and go way further back. Or actually, now that I think about it, we could not even clear trees and just put the container tower that I want to make way back there so you can shoot over trees. Be kind of cool. Anyway, it'd be really cool to make like a triple, quadruple level container tower over there that you could go up in and just to hang out, or you could have little portholes and windows and stuff you could actually fire out of. I think that'd be really cool. This will just be something that we kind of adapt over time. It's not gonna be anything that's gonna be done in a month. It'll be, we get this part done, just the berm done, and then we, you know, the next month start building something else, and the next month build something else, and slowly this whole like back half of the ranch is going to turn into something really special. Holy cow. Pearl, you're so brave. That berm over here in the middle is probably 18 feet tall, and it's 1 dump truck wide. That scares me. You can see that we're higher there than we are there, so we're just backing down the entire berm, dumping at the end, and then the skid steer comes up and moves it all into place. So you can see, we barely can see the tops of the trees on the other side. So crazy. And we've done it 1 dump truck load at a time. That much dirt at a time to make this thing go that much higher. Optimus has sure helped though. Down here at the river, and we made a friend. Hey dude. I have never, ever, ever in my life seen a mallard or a duck in general just swimming down the Guadalupe River. We were down here and he just came down all by himself, and now he's just following us around trying to get food.
It's Mallard Fillmore.
Just a ranch duck. He won't let you touch him though. He's like, nope, nope. Jenna caught him once.
I did.
Not like catched him, caught him, but like touched him.
Twice.
But yeah, we walked up here to the truck and he's like, where are we going? Y'all have food in the truck? Can I pet that dog? Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, I'm gonna touch you. So pretty. So anyway, if you come stay at the resort, we got deer, we got hogs, apparently we have a bear, and a duck. Hey, so we got a range day coming up with a bunch of influencers coming out here, and I think we're gonna have possibly a Humvee to shoot at. I don't know. There's gonna be some weird, sketchier things, and we're thinking if we put a Humvee or any car, eventually cars are gonna get shot out here on the range. We're thinking if we put a car here and someone skims a bullet off the roof or something weird, it could kind of throw it up. So we were like, maybe we should have like an inset into the berm with a big flat wall. So we bought a bunch of railroad ties. I think we're gonna need like 2 or 3 times more than this. We just want to do this for now. We're gonna cut out a section out of the front of the berm and then try to build a little C-shaped thing with, I don't know. I got a bunch of rebar to hook them together. I cut a bunch of rebar in here yesterday, and we're just gonna start hammering and building walls. Build the wall. on the range. I just bet Mikey I could beat him to the top of the berm.
I gotta be more aerodynamic.
And I know I can.
And I know he can't.
Oh, I'm in slippery boots.
He's in moccasins.
Get your excuses in early.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
I'm just glad I'm the cameraman.
Excuses. From right here? Why would
I don't know.
you so sorry so
Man,
far?
that's high. We got about an 18-foot berm and it's pretty steep. Ready? David, you say go.
All right. Ready, set, go!
Avalanche!
What happened to there's no way?
There's no way!
Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
Best 2 out of 3.
Go again! Okay. That was hard. It's crazy because you're not moving at all.
It's like,
It's a sprint and you just don't move.
it felt like running up an escalator.
You're just like, yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
it's working against you. Big thanks to Caldwell Shooting Supplies. They sent us a bunch of targets. So we're gonna have some Caldwell steel out on the range today. We have several of these big 3/8 inch AR-500. They sent us some deer targets. We also have a claymore, it's a clay pigeon thrower. They sent us a shooting bench, a couple of them, and then a bunch of target stands, all kinds of stuff. So appreciate Caldwell Shooting Supplies for hooking up all that stuff. We're just gonna put it in the Connex for now because we still have a bunch more dirt moving and construction to do before we start setting up all the targets. So they're going into our awesome new Connex. Here, you hold this one. We're just gonna start digging out the front. We're gonna kind of carve back into the very middle of our berm and try to make room to set these. I think we got twice as many as we had before. So I think we're gonna set 3 of them on the back wall and then 1 coming forward to kind of make that cutout. We'll see. We're just gonna have to start building and see where we get. You can pick up a car with those cylinders. Oh hey, we were just talking about how these freaking hydraulic cylinders are really strong. You can just lift things with them. Doesn't make any sense. It's not real, just like the moon.
Man will look at this and just say, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Look at that.
We have a new plan. Look how epic this is. We just kept digging out and then we were like, man, we want to set it back far enough that it makes a difference. But to do that, we're gonna have to be building this wall right under this huge wall of dirt, which was just not safe. So we decided to just cut it out with some excavators, move a little faster, chop it up from up top first so that all this dirt doesn't just keep falling down. And then what we were worried about is while we're down there hooking these big railroad ties together, that it would just all slough off and fall on us or hurt us, or even just mess up what we're doing, and then we have to stop and dig around the railroad ties. And so we're like, let's just get the dirt on this side of the berm all out of the way really fast, and then we will start actually working on the railroad ties. So just taking way longer than we thought. Undoing what we did, we're just pulling dirt out, which really stinks. That was a lot of work to put all that dirt there. But we're just pulling out of the way now so we can build this little inset in the very middle of our range. That is all done. We got everything cleared out. We're making it nice and level now. Then bringing timbers in there. We can finally start freaking putting the railroad ties down. Those big excavators do a lot of work really fast. Just laid out our first row here. We leveled as much as we could. I have the drone up in the air so that we can kind of see if it looks like that wall is gonna be straight with our berm. We tried to center it in the berm, make it straight with the range out here. So we're using the drone to eyeball that. There's a Chinook. I don't know if that focused, there's a freaking Chinook. We were filming out here just like 5 days ago for a Demolition Ranch video, and a freaking A10 Warthog flew over. I think people like our range. They're just like, hey, let's take our training route right over Demolition Ranch's new range. That's what we should do. This wall that we're building will be a retaining wall in the sense that it will be retaining this dirt from falling in. So we're gonna build some things that go back into the wall and anchor to that. So there's gonna be anchors buried into the dirt. As we get higher, they're gonna go way further. These are little 4-foot sections we cut. We'll make some like 8-foot sections at the top. And we're gonna put these in every row, so it's gonna be very anchored in here so that, yeah, we don't backfill it and it just falls over and we're like, cool, that was a lot of wasted work. So slowly but surely putting this thing up. Okay, we're gonna end this episode right here because there's enough in it, and we'll be back on the next episode finishing this wall. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Thanks for watching this episode of Renovating an Abandoned Resort. I love you, and I'll see you next time.